Good evening.
Good evening. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Commentator's Magic Stream on today, November 2nd, 2025. I am, as always, Grandpa's. Big Cheese is in travel right now.
Somewhere over the Pacific Ocean, in fact. I'm our cat, and...
Way to dox him.
Is that where he's going?
I think so,
Already
yeah.
narrowed it down to one ocean.
Oh no. A whole, quarter of the planet.
Shut.
Anyway.
And Ivory. Yeah.
And Ivory.
No, I'm not here.
Really?
Yes.
No.
We got ghosts in here.
Yeah.
I mean, it is, basically just after Halloween, so haunting seems appropriate.
Right? You know what else seems appropriate? Talking about decks for Ciderfest. Because,
in fact, coming up very quickly, isn't it?
Right after Halloween. That's when it is. Sometime within that 4-week period. Sometime within that month.
I mean, there was the... Last year, wasn't it on Halloween?
No, it was a few years back. But it was. That was the year that we were in the vendor hall. Because I brought the Nick costume.
Hmm.
Oh, wow. That was 3 or 4 years ago at this point.
Mm-hmm. It's been a while.
Actually, no, I'm pretty sure part of it fell on Halloween last year. I remember this specifically because I wanted to be stupid and wear one of my cosplays to work.
Ponyville Ciderfest.
Yeah, it was the Thursday before.
1st to the 3rd, apparently.
1st to the 3rd. There you go.
It would have interfered, so there you go.
Alright, valid.
Close enough. Alright. Anyway, so...
No costumes this year, but decks. So many decks. Oh god, I don't know how I'm going to fit all these decks in my suitcase that I'm definitely bringing with me to that convention that I'm definitely attending. That
you're instead choosing to go to, Hearthswarming Con? Ithaca,
Hearthswarming Con. Yeah,
for its final year.
Yeah, for its final year.
For its first year.
And also, both of those statements are true. There are no logical fallacies here. I've been to Milwaukee before in the winter, in late November anyway, and I've felt what it's like when it's been rainy or slightly snowy and cold, and I've said more.
That's good, because if memory serves, you're going to be in the region of effect for what I believe is called lake effect snow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've heard this.
I'm not going to say buckle up, because that might be hazardous to your health.
You'll be fine.
Okay. But we are going to take advantage of this opportunity to do the thing we normally do right before cons, to avoid any type of perceived bias, since, we all enjoy messing with this game and supporting the rules and designing cards and, creating formats.
We're not even running this one. This one's Joking Luna's doing.
Yeah, but we still design cards and stuff like that, so it's, it's fair.
Okay, fine. You were just accusing me of, heavily implying that I want a card, not even 5 minutes ago.
Right. So
no, that was me.
One of us was. So it may be more apt, instead of calling this stream, what are they thinking? What would they be thinking? Since only half of Sim is actually going to be in attendance at the con itself.
And one of those half is not here.
And one of those halves is not here. But he was kind enough to provide us with a list of what he was going to run, and I will do my best cheese impression, which will likely involve speaking about 4 words for each of those decks. And I know what each of those 4 words is.
Okay, pretty good.
Yep. So let's start off. Ciderfest has 3 formats this year: Core, Harmony, and something called Background Pony Adventure, which is, according to Joking Luna, adventure format rules, and no cards can include any of the main 6 from either G4 or G5 in the card title.
And for a point of clarity here, I believe we're talking about Misty rather than Sprout.
Correct, we are talking about Misty rather than Sprout.
Good, because Sprout's kind of a bad pony. And Misty is a precious bean.
Yes. So let's start with Core.
Let's start with Core indeed. Let's see. So let's go in presentation order. How about GP first?
Sure, we can do that. I mean, I had such a blast playing this thing at Everfree. A few small tweaks, moving a couple copies of cards around, and switching full name drop for Spider Surprise to get some, actual removal in there. But I like action tokens, and I like being generous with my action tokens to give them to my opponent against their will, and then charging them interest. And by charging them interest, I mean taking everything. This is less like a really predatory loan interest rate, and more like a mob loan. You're getting multiple points vig every week.
You've got a loans which is due to the Dons. You haven't been paying it.
We can't break thumbs because there aren't any thumbs, so we'll chip hooves instead.
Chip and nail. Rarity would be appalled.
Right? Exactly. This is just a fun deck that is right up my alley in terms of wackiness. I like having action token totals that are in the double digits, and I like being able to spend all of them to do ridiculous things. Owing money is magic is correct, Animoy. Please give yourself into perpetual debt. Let me help you. Sparky is the true evil mastermind here. Also, Sanctuary Scuffle is a great card when you can bounce everything. Please don't play Rufus against this deck. I will be very sad. I was so confident I had found a way against Rufus at Ciderfest with Dr. Hooves, since Dr. Hooves is not an event and thus does not trigger Rufus, until I realized that Dr. Hooves banishes and Rufus doesn't care.
Everfree?
Everfree.
Yes.
Not Ciderfest, yes. And I was very sad.
I was about to say, we're going to do some time traveling here.
Yeah,
which is appropriate given the circumstances, but...
Just find a way to put Rufus in the flip zone, and then back.
I will try at some time. That time is not now.
We're going straight up combo assassin here? Alright.
Oh. Is fun. Is good time. So, this is definitely the core deck that I'd run. There's a lot of stuff in core that's fun. I enjoy Shining. I think there's a number of variants of Shining that are probably pretty good right now. White has great aggro and great control and great farm. So White is a pretty stellar choice all around. Pink gets so much recursion, your opponent's eyes will go crossed before you run out of things to bring back. Blue, obviously, good value, like I said, was Shining in there. Yellow, Hitch is a monster. He may not be Thorax, but he's still pretty dang good. And Cheese can still farm up there pretty well. And Mono Purple control is also just very stupid, but yeah, I like big cards. And I cannot lie.
Shenanigans. Okay, let's take a look at what Cheese has. You know what? I think all you really needed to see here was the main, and you see exactly where this is going.
I'm pretty sure this is just Bugle's list.
Is he seriously running this?
It's what it looks like. It looks like that's what he's running.
Oh my god. Well,
don't knock
if you're
what
matched
works.
Against this, get ready for a grind. This deck is so obnoxious.
It's pretty irritating. All for the Love of Trash, even after its, pre-designed nerf, is still very strong. There's so much removal that's present in here, and Destiny being able to add the consistency is really good. Also, Misty's pretty irritating, even when not played alongside a lot of Orange Exhaustion, so... And then one copy of Hitch, just to be that dude with the shades.
I mean, it's so good that finding a way into Orange just to play one is worth it.
You got the Rush, and you got the Rays, so...
Just be glad this thing doesn't have Singing Barrel on tap.
Yeah, very true. Also, get ready for double Allura, despite the fact that there's only 2 in the list. They'll happen. It'll come down turn 1. You'll be sad.
I'm surprised Cheese didn't try to find room for a third one. I think that was something Bugle said he wanted to do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he may. He's got 5 cards left to play with.
This is
That
true.
is true.
Okay.
Couldn't be me. Couldn't be me.
Okay. Let's see. Over to me. Thinking is hard. I don't like thinking. Luna Smash.
Luna Smash from last set, even.
Don't change what works. I'm sure you could probably improve this a little bit, but farm doesn't require a whole lot of thought, and this still has a very respectable tier ranking.
I want you to say that louder so Pancake can hear it all the way in the back.
I mean,
I said
there's brain dead versions of farm that you can build, or you can build Pancake's 500 IQ farm lists that he's been building lately.
I can respect the hustle here, but if I can expend 20% of the thought and get 80% of the effect, that is a favorable ratio.
That's exactly how the Pareto principle should be used.
Not that I'm saying that there's anything wrong with spending the remaining 80% of the thought and getting the last 20% of the effect, because I'm pretty sure this will die if it comes up against Pancake, but
I feel like this is the same thing that happened when you went to BabsCon a few years back and brought the Bluna farm as a joke, and then we're like, why am I in top cut? Why am I top seed?
Why am I in the finals?
How did I get here? How could this happen to me?
I believe the joke at the time was, I don't know, I just Katamari Damacy'd my way into victory.
Yeah, a little bit. Well, we'll see if it happens again, huh?
You know, maybe. Maybe.
Okay.
I've yet to see one who outsmart. I don't know where I was going with that. Anyway, how about Ivory? What you got?
I'm also cheating a little bit and just updating my Continentals deck, or I would be if I was going. The only change here is the Flutter Swarms are gone, and I put Cockatrice Migration in its place. I don't know if that's correct, but literally anything was going to be better than Flutter Swarm.
When you have a card that every time you draw it, you're just like, I don't want to see this right now. Yeah, alright.
But beyond that, it's still hitch critters, still really good. Still a lot of fun to play. Not quite as fun as Thorax because Thorax is stupid, but this is good. This is as good as I'm gonna get in with that play style in core. So I will live with it.
And it is markedly improved from last year, when Extreme Case Violage and Room Makeover and Talking Table and Hitch and Stroller Bunnies and Kevin were not here, and the problems weren't. Oh look,
This
surprise!
deck I was gonna say this deck actually got a lot better with Tales of Light.
I was gonna say, oh look, Sudden Foals is in an aggro deck. What a surprise!
I'm allowed to have Eager.
I need more of these cards to feature Pippin Distress.
Don't let Hithrock hear you say that.
Well, Hithrock will probably watch it on YouTube. We'll see.
All right, shall we go back to the silliness?
Harmony? Fine. I'm clicking this button and I don't like it.
I like suffering. I was
Would
so
you
close.
care to qualify that statement? I don't think you like suffering in your own right. I think you like other people suffering on your behalf.
No. This one I suffer. All the suffering is one-sided, and it's on this side of the table. but occasionally it wins.
This is... I don't believe you.
It's true. If you ask me to explain the loop for this one, I can't right now. My brain is fried. I do have it saved in Discord messages. I will send it to you if you want. Suffice it to say, it involves solar winds and mystery mares and Mistmains and stuff. And that's what I remember.
Does it need all 3 copies of each of those to work?
No, it can do it with 2 solar winds, but it's more complicated, and it does get the board trot, which helps it a little bit, because now you can also disrupt the opposing friends, which, can save you AT in going off, or cards in going off, so...
Oh, no. Okay. All right.
It's okay.
So, just a general piece of advice for everyone. If you see Apple Vendor, you can safely assume that whatever your opponent is doing is probably Friendship Express or Friendship Express with way more steps than necessary. This is the latter.
Buckle up, you're about to get comboed.
The number of times that I have played Apple Vendor at Ciderfest is too dang high, and yet I will continue to drive that number higher. And every deck seems to get worse. And I don't think this is an exception to it. I apologize for nothing. I wish I was playing Pile.
I feel like if you're going to run this, you need to bring a box of combos and just give a bag to your opponent every time you play.
I guess it's a good thing you don't actually have to pilot it, because you'd probably just screw up piloting it.
Oh no. So I clicked on Cheese's list.
What did you expect? We're in Harmony.
Piloting?
Yeah, what did you expect?
Piloting.
So there's actually 6 words that you can say for this deck for Id Cheese's voice, and they are come on every pony, pile, pile, pile.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate.
Yeah, except vinyl doesn't even show up in this version.
You don't need it.
We're not even running the on shuffle. Or the every pony shuffling. The closest that we've got is she shows up on party. That's it. We
don't need the rest. The deck was never about vinyl to begin with. The deck was always about Penny Lane.
Sad but true.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so it's Pile. Which I guess this shouldn't really surprise you because this is Cheese and Harmony. What else did you need to see?
It would either be this or Mill.
He's not going to run Mill over this.
He has once.
Yeah, and he regretted it.
Well, was that the literal anti-suicide pact of I won't run Pile if you don't run Pile? Oh, that was Reanimator.
No, it would. No, you're thinking of the suicide pact they made to not run Mill at BabsCon.
Yeah. Okay. There we go. Okay. Well, at least Cheese is the only one so far running Pile. Fine.
Why would you say that? You know what's happening.
I mean, is Aura running Pile?
No.
Okay, then you're fine. What are you running, Aura?
I will repeat my earlier statement about Farm not requiring that much power and receiving a great amount of effect.
You think this version of Farm requires no thought?
Oh man, you are playing the wrong deck here.
I may have goozled myself, yes.
This is so remember when I said Pancake was making farm decks that were really complicated? This is one of those farm decks.
I may have goozled myself. We'll find out.
No, you're fine. Just, I don't know, get double yellow Parasprite on turn 1 so it doesn't even matter.
I mean, yes, that's the correct answer here. It's just
What I'm just going to laugh about is the fact that 4 of your 5 cards that you can switch are the main and 3 copies of Dragonstone. Because why would you play I can't believe I'm saying this. Why would you play Skystar when you can play Starlight Glimmer?
it's really sad that you're correct about that.
Yeah.
It wasn't supposed to be this way.
Well, whose fault
I
is
mean-
that?
We can fix that by making the Starlight main only legal and limited. I don't think that would be a good idea, but we could.
It wouldn't, but hate banning Pancake's favorite main recently would make me laugh, and
No.
also it would get people to stop running Starlight like
Okay.
they should be.
Okay. So here's the deal, right? Okay. We make what color is like worst for this? Because you're not going to just run Smolder or maybe a hypothetical Ember main, but we need to make a pink Derpy main. Why? Don't worry about it.
If there's ever a pink Derpy main, it's just so you can bring back Sea Poppy. Don't lie.
I find this acceptable. Anyway, farm. That honestly would probably be better with the main swapped out for not a Dragon, Starlight Glimmer, and find
Or
something to replace.
I was going to say any cards from G5 at all. The last 2 sets plus prize wheel.
And then, oh really, Ivory?
What?
I love. What? What did I do?
Is this different?
No.
We haven't changed this deck in years. We don't need to.
I enjoy the simultaneous just no.
So here's the thing you have to understand about Pile. Pile is a deck that is always there for us.
12
When
sets
we wanna
later,
play-
it still
when
wins
we wanna
games.
we want to play Harmony. Harmony has a lot of cards available, a lot of different deck strategies you can use. They're all very intimidating. Pile is the safe, happy place for me and Cheese to go and just do our thing.
Where it's no thoughts, head empty, nothing but wubs.
We just draw cards and more cards. And every once in a while we flip your main back to its start side and replace your problem.
It's the most accurate description of how that deck plays that I've ever heard, and I'm disgusted by it.
SMH.
I have no notes. Yeah.
Perfect 5 of 7.
Yeah.
Alright, well, I guess bring your anti-pile combo. Or something.
All right. So now we're getting into
Okay.
the custom stuff.
Anyway, we're done with the boring junk. Let's get on to the fun stuff. So,
No main characters.
none of G4's main 6 or none of G5's main 6. They are okay to be in the art, but not in the title or subtitle, I believe. Correct?
Technically, the ruling is just title, but I am extending it to subtitle as well.
Understandable. So
what could we do?
You would, wouldn't you?
Of course I would. What do you mean I would? It was so easy. It was so easy. It took no effort. Oh no, Pip, the small Pip got banned and then reformed to be a 3-cost card that taxes. Man, if only there was a 3-cost card that taxes that wasn't Pip. Oh hey.
in Adventure.
Yeah.
Oh hey.
Oh look, I can't run Izzy to recur cards from my discard pile once. If only I had a way of infinitely recurring cards from my discard pile. Oh no, I can't run Izzy Moonbow the Troublemaker to shut off effects of particular cards. I'll just run Aura Mosby so that Aura cannot brain dead farm.
Why are you like this?
Because you played farm.
Also, blackmail is in here.
Also, blackmail is in here. Doesn't this look great? Doesn't this just look so irritating? Can you imagine trying to play against this level of tax BS being set up and not having access to 12 of the most common characters that appear on cards? I love it. It's great. I don't know how many points I'd end up getting by the end of the game, but I don't really care about the points. I just care about if my opponent ever gets up and walks away part of the way through.
This is absolutely about not winning yourself, but making your opponent lose.
Of course it is. Of course it is. It's great. I only wish this was a background pony harmony deck so I could have 3 stacks of suitcases.
Oh my god.
What are you gonna do?
Why are you like this?
I thought about playing that deck in Harmony, by the way, and I played something nice. I played something that hurts my brain, not my opponent's brain. And then the vindictive part of me came out and said, no, we can't have that happen.
Not in background pony. No, we everyone needs to suffer.
Yes, everyone needs to suffer. So here you go. This is it. Enjoy your taxes. Death and taxes, the 2 things in life that are certain.
Mostly death.
That and Pancake's gonna play farm.
Okay.
Except when he doesn't, like in Continentals when he played Control instead.
Right?
Well, yes, and then he bamboozles everyone else. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Do worry about it if you're aiming for the top cut, though. Okay, and then Cheese has this is just elves, isn't it?
Yes. Yes, it is. But it's elves with all the parts of elves that are, really good. And it gives up nothing. I mean, it gives up Plushy Dash, but, that's it.
I mean, that is a rather big thing to give up, but still, this is the elves list, and it's not even missing that much.
You keep Donut Joe and First Mate Mullet and Smolder, and you keep your Night Gliders. You get to run Bottled Dragonfire when your main exhausts. This is Cheese pulling the shenanigans that the Student 6 blue deck was doing, where you're like, man, if only I had a main that could exhaust to be able to do stuff, and then you're like, and also, what if I got to draw cards from that? It's just the greediest thing in the world. My main exhausts to make my deck work, but that's not good enough. Give me value. Also, yeah, I'm not going to be happy with this because I don't have great ways to be able to clear things that are already on the board, especially things that have counters on them. Smolder, Donut Joe, Mullet, anything. Rockhoof, Big Mac, Thunder Lane. I'm just going to be... Also, literally anything. There are 3 Rockhoof shovels in here, so I'm just going to be sitting there like, well... I guess I'll make playing stuff expensive, and then the Blue Elves player looks at me and is like, who says I'm playing cards for the rest of the game? And then just wins. Also, there's a Sudden Foals there. Just saying.
And Dragonfire.
What a fascinating problem deck, though. What an absolutely fascinating problem deck. I would be curious to hear why.
No, I have a couple questions about it myself.
Can those questions be resolved within 5 cards or less?
Yes.
Shame.
Yeah. I mean, it's probably fine. It's just not what I would pick.
Yeah. Interesting.
That's fair. There's absolutely a playstyle component to that.
All right. So, Blue Elves.
Blue Elves. Like, almost all of it. Maybe a tip of the ear missing.
Mm-hmm.
Blue Elves.
Okay, well, Cheese stole my thunder. Also,
So
I would like a pink derpy main, please.
You know,
Aw.
if you like pixelate the art on Skystar and squint really hard, it kind of looks like Derpy, maybe.
But you need to pixelate that real hard. Anyway, this is not going to be a good list, but I don't care. You know what I do care about? Muffins. You know what this deck has? Muffins.
Look how happy they all are.
They're so happy. This is the happiest deck I've ever seen.
Do you know what's going to occur when you play this?
Sadness.
Muffins.
No, you'll be fine until Mega Mare enters play.
Or post there.
Party Philly is admittedly not very good, but hey, I can dismiss stuff.
I recall a mono pink deck back when Gen Con was still running events that included a fair number of these cards, like a Mega Mare and Party Philly in there as well, and you're just like, man, this is kind of irritating.
I remember that deck. The person piloting it said, I'm gonna run every card that has dismiss written on it.
That sounds like
Turns
a
out
Destiny draw move.
It was.
It was Destiny Draw.
Yeah, I bet that was very irritating to play against.
It was. Still wasn't enough removal, by the way.
I was about to say it was fine. I was running BRB. I just did BRB thing.
Yes. As is understandable. Anyway, muffins.
Animoy says snack stand, question mark?
Muffins aren't snacks. They're a meal. A lifestyle, even.
Muffins is a snack. Don't newspaper me.
I think she would not appreciate this. Anyway, I'm not running, like, a tiny handful of them because there's not enough blue. And Pastry Crest is not Muffin. Sorry.
I like that you include both the tree and Derpy sitting on it in the same deck. I approve of this.
Different tree.
Nah, I'm gonna say same tree.
And like even on the belly flop, we've got a Muffin sticking her snoot into the corner.
Oh, there she is.
Anyway.
Where is she on pirate ship?
Some of the cards are actually like decent cards. Not all of them are just Muffin. Like I need some like tiny chance here.
There needs to actually be a strategy involved.
Yeah.
Like you don't come in here and just hamstring yourself by refusing to run entry. Okay, that's just bad.
As you almost did with your only 6th entry. Oh wait, Trading Traditions, never mind.
Cardinal Sin, no resource removal. It's fine.
Yeah, it doesn't have resource removal. I'm well aware of this fact.
Go on, Prism. Please explain exactly which resource will hose this deck in particular.
Also, this is a 45 card deck, so I just slap 3 Winter Zolas in and I'm done.
I mean, that's also fair.
You aren't going to sideboard anyway. You may as well just not bother.
But I ran out of muffins.
Yeah, then you just go big.
Yeah, because Winterzilla ate all of them.
Yeah. Anyway.
Ivory, what you got?
Ivory got something.
I
Ivory,
do.
You cooking? You cooking?
Ivory is in fact cooking.
I burnt it. I don't even know if this is... I threw this together in 5 minutes. I have no idea if these are the right cards to pick for this. This is Hot Wings with no plushie dash. That's all I got.
Yeah,
just Hot Wings with... You have all the main cards, you just don't have plushie dash.
You got Beat the Russian Pastry Crest. This is fine. You're fine.
I know you still got Night Gliders, you still have Cherry Berry, you still have Gallus and Silverstream.
I forgot that Hot Wings probably runs Cherry Berry now. It's been a while since I've looked at Hot Wings.
Originally it was 2 Thunder Lanes, but I'm like, maybe Cherry Berry because she's cheaper. I mean, it's probably fine.
Yeah, I think that's a better choice. Good call.
A lot of Hasty. I like how much Hasty we have now in this list.
Can we have less hasty, maybe? That'd be great.
No, more Hasty.
Eager pipsqueak, says Anamoy. In place of what? That's the question. Maybe Cadence?
Cadence is Hasty.
Cadence is hasty. You have a lot of hasty.
I mean, eager pipsqueak is still an argument, though. Like, it's a really
Yeah, probably.
it's a really hard one to go up against.
I don't know. That's a tricky one. I was going to sit here and say, why are you running Kettle Corn when I don't see any copies of Holiday Spirit or Joyo's Pony in here? And then I did not say that. Because I had the dumb.
I would love to run Holiday Spirit.
This is where I'd run Holiday Spirit, if I could have one.
Instead, I have whatever this pony is supposed to be from an episode I don't remember.
It's Kittlecorn. She likes circles and haikus.
Yeah, but I don't remember what episode she was from.
That was not one of the ones that I remember particularly well. Marks and Recreation, I think?
I think that's it.
The problem deck is also very typical of what you'd expect.
Yeah, Sunday's a good card, and everything else makes sense.
The only one I don't really like is Moving Out, but there's nothing else to run, so it's fine.
And what are you going to do? You got Spitfires and Rutherfords in here anyway, so it's like, might as well.
I mean, yeah, if you can get a scare off of that, that's still good. Like, that requires a slightly larger aggro brain play, but it's still a good play.
All right.
Seems fine.
There we go. Look at that. We talked about 12 decks.
No, we talked about 11 decks.
All right, we talked about 11 decks.
We did kind of talk about 11 decks, yes.
That's fair.
But we can count Pile as 2 decks.
Yeah, that's how we count in Pile. 2,
Yeah,
6, 10, 2, 6, 10, 14 game. Except not anymore. Now it's...
I was about to say, no, you don't.
Now it's 4, 10 game.
4-10 game.
It is 4-10 game. Well, that will about wrap up our discussion on the topic of Ciderfest today.
Why is it fading? There it goes.
There we go. We would like to give a big shout out to all of our patrons on Patreon. Thank you so much for your regular support. If you aren't currently a patron and you enjoy what we do, please consider donating. Doing so enables us to continue making content like this and lets you earn some great perks as a bonus. If you have comments or questions you'd like to send our way, feel free to reach out to us through Facebook, Twitter, or email. If you're a patron, you can also chat live with us on the same Discord any day, anytime.
That still
Finally,
weirds me out that we don't say Slack.
I know. I'm glad we fixed it in the outro because I kept saying it.
Yeah, 10 years will do that to you.
It sure will. We're approaching 11, by the way. If you're looking to watch any of our previous videos, including tournament recordings, you can find them on our YouTube channel, linked just below the stream. But with all that said, thank you to each and every one of our viewers, both here now and watching this recording later. We are, as always, Commentary is Magic. I am, as always, Grand Paws. Big Jesus here in spirit.
I am Arquette still, and...
I'm Ivory, and I think we'll see y'all later.
Some of you will see at Ciderfest, some of you will see at the recap, but all of you will see at the Yule log later in December. Bye.
Bye.